Welcome, Aries, to your mid-month June reading. Some interesting energies coming through for you right now. First of all, just on the overall, I'm seeing a lot of yellow energy around you. This is typically energy related to your solar plexus, which is around will and inner authority and a sense of inner knowing. And you'll kind of see where this is going when I tell you the rest of the messages, but basically your inner authority is a little big right now, right? The other messages that came through is you're feeling restless, you're feeling stubborn, you've been resistant to this inner inkling that you've been having. There's some messages that are trying to get through to you, and you've just been resisting them. You're not wanting to be present to them. And how that's showing up in your 3D is that you might be having some anger or conflict, either internally or possibly with family. And you're irritable. You're feeling like everything's getting on your nerves. And this conflict that you're having with your family is pretty minor. It's mostly this sense that you're irritable. You feel tired and burned out a little bit, and you need to rest. But you are daydreaming about fun in the sun. You're daydreaming about the things that you need that would actually help you to recuperate a little bit. And as I said, your guides are trying to get through to you. They have some messages for you, and you're just not able to connect in with that right now. I think after a little bit of rest and rejuvenation, that might look a little different. But meanwhile, let's go ahead and jump into your reading and see what the cards reveal. Maybe some of those messages will come through here for you today. So you might be noticing that my setup is a little bit different. I have relocated my reading room into another space, and I love it. It's fantastic. However, it's not private, which means that my feline friends, I have two of them, they every once in a while will insert themselves in a reading. So it's possible that you will get a cat in your reading. However, what I have found is that when they show up, it's a really good thing. It seems to be right at the moment of emphasizing something important. So we'll see if they have anything important to share with you. And I'm just going to adjust the camera here a little bit. Okay. All right, Aries, let's take a look at what messages are coming through for you. And we'll see, as the reading unfolds, we'll see if we can get some specific messages that Spirit is wanting you to know. Here and now. Look how grumpy she looks sitting in the present. This is that restlessness I was talking about. You're not quite able to embrace the here and now. And again, we'll look a little bit more closely at this and see how it unfolds. But you're in a bit of a state of resistance. We have loyal heart and new life. It might be for some of you, Aries, that the messages that Spirit has for you is about transformation. It may be that you're ready to be on a journey of transformation spiritually, but in the 3D, you're just not interested. You might be thinking life has to change too much, too many things going on, and it's just easier to sit in your grumpy space. Just sit in your grump and rather than working toward new life, rather than moving into this space and this energy. And we'll look at loyal heart and see what that is. The first message I get out of that right now is just that it's kind of like you're loyal to the life that you have. You don't really like change. And so the idea of change is causing you to be a little bit more stubborn than usual. First card out is acceptance. patience. Conflict. There is some vagueness around your reading, Aries. I'm feeling like that might be, the vagueness is like this, the stuff that you don't want to see right now. The things that you're trying to avoid. Let me just ask about that. Spirit, what is Aries trying to avoid? What is Aries trying to avoid? Ace of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, and Five of Wands. I feel like the Five of Wands is talking about avoiding this change. That's what I was saying a little bit earlier, is that you know to step into what you're being called to, or what you could be being called to, it's going to require this effort that's going to change some aspects of your life that you're just not quite interested in. But this is where you're going. You're trying to move in this direction of evolving your soul. And like I said, you're just resisting that right now. And it might be, you might be resisting it because it's possible that you're on another path right now. And by that, I mean, it could be career path. It could be, maybe you started a new business, something that you've been investing a great deal of time and energy into, and you feel like if you heed the call of spirit, that you might have to walk away from everything that you've already built. So that makes sense why you're feeling resistant. So I do feel like you're actually aware of what you're being called into, and you're just not ready to accept it yet. Acceptance. Right. What more can we know about the Five of Wands for Aries? What more can we know about the Five of Wands for Aries? That is the Page of Swords. So something about your intellect. You're able to use your intellect to talk you out of whatever you think Spirit has in order for you, whatever they have available for you. You're able to use your intellect to talk yourself out of it. Spirit, what is Aries being called to do? What is it that they're resisting? What is this important thing that they're being called to do, that they're resisting right now? Wow. The immediate hit I got off this is that you're being called to grow. I heard business, but it's something about a non-profit business. There's something about a non-profit or a community organization that you're meant to lead or build. It's huge. That's all I'm saying. Whatever this is huge. I get it now, Aries. I don't blame you at all for being resistant. I totally understand. The energy around the Seven of Pentacles feels big to me. This is no small task. This is a major new life change and a major shift in everything you know and do. And it is about doing something to impact the world as a whole. Let's learn more about that. Let's see what else. One of the messages that's coming through here is that one of the reasons you're not able to see this clearly yet is because there are other people coming into your life, into your world, that are going to help you see how this is possible, but those people haven't arrived yet. So right now you're sitting with this idea all alone, and it's kind of overwhelming you. So until those other people come forward, and I feel like these are people different from your usual tribe. This is a different group of people. This is, you know exactly what this is. This is a deep call to something that it's almost like it hit you in the middle of the night in a dream. It's not something you've thought about your whole life. This is something that just came out of the blue, perhaps out of recent circumstances. I'm getting for some of you also, if this is not about starting an organization or a business, this could be about stepping into a new career that's huge. So for example, maybe right now, I don't know, maybe you're a bookkeeper, maybe you work in a library, I don't know, but you're being called to move into a position like being a doctor, maybe being a doctor with something like, Doctors Without Borders, that kind of thing. That's the energy that's coming through here, Aries. You always get, you guys get big energies, big, powerful energies, and very earth energy, which is also funny since you're fire signs. But it's this very kind of big earth energy. So a couple cards fell out here. Let me continue pulling here for clarifying on the Seven of Pentacles. What more does Aries need to know on the Seven of Pentacles? Ace of Pentacles. So part of what's happening here, you haven't shared this idea with very many people yet. So the people that you need to connect with aren't yet aware. What I'm hearing is that you're going to need to share this idea. You're going to need to start talking about it a little bit so that that right offer comes in. In other words, once you start talking about it, the right people are going to hear about it, and that's going to generate their interest in helping you figure out a solution. Whether, again, that's starting a nonprofit or going to medical school or whatever it is for your particular situation. Again, this is a general reading, so, but that's what I'm feeling there. I'm feeling like there may be people from your past, people that you met maybe in high school or college, that you recognize could be interested in this idea with you. And so that might be where you begin. And to me, this feels like your energy. You're not quite here yet, but this is what you're heading toward. Being a leader. Being a leader in whatever this work is, whatever this means to you, and making a huge impact on the world. No pressure, Aries. No pressure. I don't blame you for not wanting to heed the call. This feels like a big one. And yet, I think part of you does know that it's the right thing. You do know and you are aware that this is your life's work. This is what you're meant to be doing. So, what does Aries need to know to help move into the next phase of this issue? King of Swords. You have everything you need to move forward. You have everything you need. Even if you're not the Queen of Pentacles right now, as the King of Swords here, you have everything you need. You know exactly how to communicate about this. It's an authentic truth for you. Actually, I'm even seeing you even know exactly who you need to talk to. You already know. This is already clear to you. So it's just a matter now of opening up and being willing to do it. Is there anything else holding Aries back? Queen of Cups. I feel like it's kind of what I said before, but it feels like you're just afraid of the changes that will come. And it may be that moving forward in the way that we've talked about might change your family relationships. It might change a partnership that you're currently in. This change might require you to relocate, and maybe your partner doesn't want to go with you. Maybe you have a vision to have a family someday, and you think that making this decision now will keep you from having the family that you want. So yeah, again, no small energies here. What is the outcome for Aries? What is the outcome for Aries in this situation? Seven of Swords, Five of Cups, and Judgment. I'm kind of surprised, actually. I thought the outcome might look a little different. What I'm seeing here is a continuation of this kind of struggle right now, at least temporarily, at least for a while. It looks like you're contemplating it. I'll get more clarification on that Seven of Swords, but it looks like you're contemplating this. You're just not ready to take action. What more do we need to know about the Seven of Swords for Aries? Eight of Swords. So wow, you're kind of trapped in your thoughts about this. Which is a little unlike you, Aries. This must be really scaring you in some way, because normally, when you're passionate about something, you just, get all that fire energy and you're just on it. But this has really got you stuck in your head, and there may be more going on than a general reading can really tap into. But there's something here about your history. There's something else here that's not being revealed that is at play for some of you. This might not be your first rodeo. For some of you, you may have tried something like this before, and you might not have been received well. It's possible that people rejected your idea, or that your family was upset with you, or they rejected you. Excuse me. But I feel like this isn't, for some of you, this is not your first rodeo. So it feels like there's just a lot at risk. Whatever this idea is, and again, it's a very general reading, so whatever this big thing that you're being called into is for you, you're just not sure that the risk outweighs it. And so that's understandable. I feel like for some of you, the main issue is an outside influence. It feels like a person, a family member, or, it could be a community, but there's something that's an outside influence that's a very powerful energy. And I'm going to say it's powerful because it's the energy of fear. So you may have people that are close to you that are in much, that's what I'm getting. You may have people in proximity to you that are very fearful, and you're absorbing their fear. You're allowing their fear to determine your path. So I would say, be mindful about that. And is there more we need to know here for the outcome? There you are in your thoughts. I have a feeling that in a short period of time, you're going to get an idea about how to navigate this situation. You're going to be able to decide what this means to you and how you want to move forward, and how you're going to deal with that with others in your life. So I do feel like you're going to figure this out. and you need some rest right now. So rest and rejuvenation. And when you're rested, you'll be able to get your mind around this a little bit more, and the answers will come to you. You don't have to force the answers. You don't have to overthink things. Don't be too much in your head, but these ideas will come to you. The ideas and the thoughts will come to you. You don't have to force it. So relax your mind a little bit and let Spirit guide you. And speaking of Spirit, let's see what Spirit has to say about this for you, Aries. How about let's get a couple of more messages for Aries. Okay, you have a lot of angels on your side, that is for sure. So we have 2 angel cards. Archangel Uriel. A great spiritual transformation is currently occurring both in your life and in our world. This is the union of heaven and earth, spirit and matter, heart and mind. Unite in harmonious balance. Archangel Sandalphone. I have heard your call for help. Your prayer will soon be answered. So the angels are coming in to help you with this. Not to worry. And we have 2 additional messages. Adventure. Instead of seeing the current situation as an obstacle, try seeing it as an adventure. Explore all the possibilities. There are many more than you currently imagine. Instead of seeing things as either black or white, try to explore all the colors in between. And finally, we have achievement. Take a little time to reflect on what you have already achieved. It is often easy to forget where you started from and how far you've come. Honor and be grateful for this extraordinary journey that is your life. That's a beautiful message, Aries. All right, my friends. Well, it sounds like you have a lot in front of you over the next couple of weeks. I feel like the next 3 to 6 weeks, this will start to resolve. So leave some comments. Let me know how it's going for you, Aries. I'm really curious. Until then, many blessings to you, and we will see you next month. Thank you.